Hey loves, let's start. So this is how you make a magic ring. So first, hold your yarn like this and wrap it around your two fingers. And then using your crochet hook, you will go underneath into the first loop and then pull through the second loop. And then you're going to hold it like this. Release it to your two fingers and you're going to pull over the yarn. Okay, so that is how you make a magic ring. So let us start making the petals. So first you're going to add 6 chains. And then you're gonna pull tight the last chain. Okay, so this is what it looks like now. And then for the next part, you're going to make 2 single crochet into the first chain. So this is how you do that. Insert your hook into the first chain, yarn over and pull through. Repeat this into the same chain. So this is what you call 1 SC increase. And then for the rest of the chain, you're going to make 1 single crochet until you've reached the end of the chain. Then you're going to make sure that you have a total of 7 chains. Then after that, slip stitch into the ring. So insert your hook into the ring, yarn over the yarn, and then pull through. Of course, pull it tight. Then turn your work. Then for this portion also, we are going to increase. So first, you're going to make 1 single crochet until you've reached the 6th chain. So that's 3, 4, 5, and 6. So when you've reached the last the 6th chain rather, then for the next chain you're going to make 2 single crochet into the last chain. So insert your hook, yarn over and pull through. Repeat the process once more, and then you have a total of 8 chains. Then turn your work again. So for this, we're going to increase into the first chain. So insert your hook and repeat the process in increasing the chain. Then for the rest of the chain, you're going to make 1 single crochet until you've reached the end of the chain. So that is the 7th chain. Then slip stitch into the ring. Pull it tight. So now you have a total of 9 chains. So for the next one, turn your work, and then we're not going to increase this round. So we're just going to make 1 single crochet until you've reached the last chain, which is the 9th chain. So now that you have reached the last chain, which is the 9th, you should have a total of 9 chains also. Okay, then you're going to turn your work, and then we're going to decrease this portion. So how to do that? Insert your hook into the first chain, yarn over, then insert your hook into the second chain, yarn over, and now you have 3 loops into your hook. Then you're going to pull through all at once. So that is how you 1 single crochet decrease. Okay, then for the rest of the chain, you're going to make 1 single crochet on the 7 chains. Okay, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Okay, so for this one, you should have a total of 8 chains. Then slip stitch into the ring, slightly pull, then turn your work. So for this one also, we're going to decrease. So first, you're going to make 1 single crochet into the first 6 chains. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And then into the last two chains rather, you're going to make a 1 single crochet decrease. So insert your hook into the next chain, yarn over, insert your hook into the last chain, then yarn over. Now you have 3 loops. You're going to pull through all at once. So that is how you make a decrease. Now you have a total of 7 chains. Then turn your work, and then for the last round, you're going to decrease this one also. So insert your hook into the first chain, yarn over, insert your hook into the second chain, then yarn over and pull through all at once. Then you're going to make 1 single crochet for the rest of the chain. So that is how you make a petal. So now for the last part, you should have a total of 6 chains. Okay, then don't forget to slip stitch into the ring. Okay, so that is how you make a petal. Okay, now you're going to repeat this process until you have 5 petals. But for this one, I'm going to show you how I make the next petal. Okay, since you're still a beginner, well, I assume so. So let's start with chaining 7. Then slightly pull the last chain. Now for the next one, you're going to make 2 single crochet into the first chain. Okay, so to do this, you're going to insert your hook into the first chain, then make 1 single crochet, and then repeat the process until you have 2 single crochet into the first chain. So that is how you increase. Now for the rest of the chain, you're going to make 1 single crochet each. Then slip stitch into the ring, pull it slightly, then turn your work. Then for this one, we're going to increase its chain. So first, you're going to make 1 single crochet into the first 6 chains. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And then on the last chain, we're going to make 2 single crochet. So that is how you increase. Now you should have a total of 8 chains. Then turn your work. Of course, you're going to increase also the first chain. So make 2 single crochet into the first chain. So that's 1 and 2. And then for the rest of the chain, you're going to make 1 single crochet until you reach the end. Then slip stitch into the ring and then slightly pull. Then you should have a total of 9 chains. Okay, then turn your work. So for this one, for this round, you're not going to increase. So we're just making a 1 single crochet each of the chain. Then you should have a total of 9 chains. And since this is the midpoint, now for the next round, we're going to decrease its chain. Then so turn your work into the first chain, you're going to decrease. So insert your hook, pull through, insert your hook to the second chain. Now you have 3 loops and pull through all at once. So that is how you decrease. So for the rest of the chain, you're going to make 1 single crochet on each. And then slip stitch into the ring and slightly pull. So for this portion, you should have a total of 8 chains. Then turn your work and then we're going to decrease again also. So first is you're going to make 1 single crochet into the first 6 chains. Now when you've reached the last 2 chain, you're going to decrease. So insert your hook, pull through, insert your hook into the second one, then pull through. Then pull through all at once. So slightly pull. Now you should have a total of 7 chains. Okay, so turn your work for the last round. So you're going to decrease again into the first 2 chains. Then for the next part is you're going to make 1 single crochet on the next 5 chains. So this is how you make a petal. Okay, so I hope you have understand and actually have an idea on how to make a petal now. So I will let you make another petal on your own. And yeah, we'll see you on the next part where I have 5 petals now. So yeah, when you have 5 petals, you're going to slip stitch into the ring, of course, to lock in the last petal. Then kindly arrange it if you want. Then as you can see the beginning thread like this, you're going to pull that thread so the petals will come arrange it firmly. Then cut the working yarn, pull through and tie the excess yarns first. But do not cut, okay, because we're going to use this to tie the black hair tie. Then we're going to attach this one using the excess yarn. So to do this, insert your hair tie into the excess yarn. Then tie it firmly. Okay, so this is how it should be placed into the flower. Okay, so now to do that, you are going to um, place the excess yarns across the flower. So to do this, insert your hook into the or underneath of the petals, and then you're going to pull through the yarn. Okay, so make sure that it will not be visible into the top part of the flower. So we are going it across the hair tie. Okay, so as you can see, it should be facing with each other. So when you tie it, when you tie the second part of the hair tie, it will be in the part where it was across the first portion. Okay, so I hope you understand that, and I hope I have shown it clearly. Then you have to cut the excess yarn. Then now you're going to get your eyeshadow, a small brush, and a tissue, because we're going to color the inner portion of the flower. So I kind of like this process because it's so cute, it's so aesthetic. So I am using this old eyeshadow palette and using this bright pink. As you can see, I have dubbed the excess powder, and then I colored the inner portion of the flower. So I'm just coloring the inner portion and the tip of the flower. Okay, so don't use harsh colors, just slightly dab it. So this is what it looks like after coloring. So yeah, it really is cute. So, and when you wear it, this is what it looks like. So I kind of love this project. So I hope to see you next time. Okay, bye bye.